Are you pregnant, or maybe you're newly postpartum like I am, or you're years out postpartum and you're a busy mom or about to be mom that is wanting to keep things simple? You want to take time for yourself in terms of your, health, your movement, your wellness, all of that. But maybe there's not a lot of time. Maybe a lot of times you're finding yourself at the bottom of the list, and then at the end of the day, you're exhausted, you're tired, but you want to do all these things. You want to have time to take care of yourself and feel strong and confident and vibrant. Today, we're working on the deep core as a way to do that. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Sara, family physician, wife, mom of 5, and exercise enthusiast. So if you are new here, or if you are coming back, welcome to my YouTube channel. Before I get into today's content, I just wanted to say subscribe and ring the bell. I would absolutely love your support, and you are welcome here in this community where I am working on trying to keep things simple, anywhere, anytime type of movement that still allows you to see the mental and physical wins that you're looking for and help you feel confident, strong, vibrant in your body. So I was a competitive athlete growing up, and I will say after my first pregnancy, when I was postpartum, I felt like I had no idea how to get back into exercising or movement, which really is its own video, which I plan to make individual videos about each of my postpartum journeys. But after my second delivery is when I was diagnosed with a diastasis recti, or abdominal separation. And that's when I learned all about the exercises that target the deep core and how important it is to keep your deep core strong during pregnancy, but then also how to rebuild it after pregnancy. I had a diastasis, or an abdominal separation, after my first, but I did not know it. Even as a physician, I just didn't know it. I wasn't diagnosed with it when I went to the doctor. I kept wondering, why does it still look like I'm pregnant? But I never really understood. Eventually, I think over time it healed. But after my second, when I did like specific targeted workouts to work on healing it and strengthening my core, my recovery was so much smoother. Not just how my belly looked, but it was really more about how I felt. It helped with my GI tract, it helped with my pelvic floor, it helped me feel better for my future pregnancies. And so I have continued to work on the deep core throughout this entire journey of, pregnancy, postpartum, multiple times over the last 7 years. And if there's one thing I wish I knew before I got pregnant the very first time, it would be how important your deep core and pelvic floor are to pregnancy, to postpartum, and to your postpartum recovery, and how you transition through that. So if that is sounding like, oh my gosh, how could I possibly do that in just a few minutes a day? So this workout is one of many different ones that I have done over the years that can be super quick. And I have another video that I did a few weeks ago that I will link below that is sort of a more beginner version of this. And by beginner, it could be that you haven't been moving regularly, or it could be that you're more newly postpartum. And so, especially with being postpartum, the most important thing is you want to talk with your medical team, your physician, anybody else on that team about what they think is appropriate for you. This is not meant to be medical advice. This is just education about the deep core and the pelvic floor and how to rebuild that. So it's really talk to your physician, but then also it's about, there's a process. So basically having a baby, your delivery, that it like resets the clock in many different ways, but especially in terms of your pelvic floor and your deep core. And so it's all about this rebuilding process and how do we rebuild that strength and then level up. So today I wanted to do a quick 5-minute video that's all about bird dog, which I have videos on this move. I will also link below that explain, again, I love this move. So I will link those videos below. So today, to get started, we are going to get into our all fours position. So this is called quadruped position, and the first minute is going to be just doing some deep breathing here. So this is 360 breathing. I will link this video also below. I love 360 breathing. If you guys have been here before, you probably know that. So we are stacked, wrists, elbows, and shoulders are stacked, hips and knees are stacked, back is in a neutral position, and we're going to take a nice inhale in, expand those ribs as big as you can, and then you're going to exhale out as if you're blowing out hundreds of birthday candles. It should be really audible. And you want to think about the ribs coming back together. And you guys can keep breathing through this. I'm going to keep talking. But on the exhale, so you should feel those ribs contracting back together. You should feel that corset muscle really, really wrapping around tight around you. So it's inhale in, and then exhale, audible, ribs contract, tight, 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 corset muscle around you. We're going to do a couple more. If you are feeling like you want to bring the pelvic floor to the situation, when you inhale, that's when the pelvic floor would relax. So this is the musculature that controls your stream of urine. So when you are in the bathroom peeing, if you stop the flow of urine, that's contracting. So on the inhale, you're relaxing that musculature. And then on the exhale, when you're thinking about the ribs contracting, you really want to think about that pelvic floor coming up and in. If there's a tissue on the floor, you're thinking about those muscles pulling the tissue up and in. So that's on the exhale. So we'll do one more here. Inhale and exhale. All right. Now we're going to add the beginning stage of bird dog, which is just a hover off the mat. So I'm going to take my right hand off the mat just for a few seconds and then place it back down. Left knee off the mat just for a few seconds, place it back down. Left hand off the mat for a few seconds, take it back down. Right knee off for a few seconds and take it back down. Now we're going to try to combine that and also talk about the breathing. So it's inhale, and then you're going to exhale and just hover the right hand and the left knee off the mat. Exhale all the way, and then gently place everything back down. Inhale, and then it's exhale the opposite side. So we're just doing that hover. So it's left hand and right knee. And you guys can keep going. Inhale, exhale on the lift. Now, if you're doing this and you're feeling incredibly wobbly, your core and spine do not feel stable, go back to doing just one limb at a time, and you stay there until you feel like things are stable. Now, you can have a tiny bit of movement, and that's okay, but if you're feeling really wiggly, that means your pelvic floor and your core are not ready to move forward. But if you're feeling balanced, then that's great. And I just want to say, we're going to do a couple more here. You know, whatever you are doing today is amazing. If you're staying at a certain place, that is a boundary, and you're holding that boundary for yourself, and that's okay. The idea is you're showing up, you're being consistent, which is amazing, and I'm proud of you for being here. So the next step, if that hover felt good, we're gonna go to the next minute, which is a full extension. So we're gonna inhale, and then you're gonna exhale your right arm and your left leg to full extension. And we're just gonna stay here so you can kind of get in it. We'll do another breath. So big inhale, exhale. And if you can, with the exhale, you really want to think about the pelvic floor up and in and contracting that corset muscle around your belly. So then we're going to inhale down, and then we're going to exhale up the other side. And again, this is a full body experience here. We're working on balance. The target really is the core, but obviously you can also see your arms and legs are absolutely at the party, which is part of why I love this move, because I feel like even if I spend a minute or two doing this, we're going to switch sides again, I'm getting a full body workout, but targeting the area that maybe is the most important to me in that moment. And again, so we're going to inhale down, exhale up. This will be the last one, and then I'll show you the next modification we can do. Okay, perfect. And then we'll get down. Okay, so what I was gonna say is, if you don't have 5 minutes, you know, you have a newborn and it's just not, 5 minutes is not possible, you can, you know, pop down and do this for a minute, and you could do that a couple times a day, or you can do it once a day. Doing anything, something, is better than not moving at all, because mentally and physically, it just helps you so very much. And this is all from my personal experience too. Okay, so next we're gonna do an inhale. We're gonna exhale, extend the right arm and the left leg. Now we're gonna do an inhale and touch your knee to your palm, and then extend back out, and then go back down. Then we're gonna do the other side. So inhale, exhale, extend, inhale, palm to knee, exhale. And it is intentional that these movements are slow, because one, you're working on your balance, but two, the slower you go, you know, the more you're engaging and working on things. Now this one, again, this is like another layer of challenge intensity here. So if this is not working for you today, or you do 1 or 2 of these and it's okay, I'm good, you can go back to whatever feels good for today. And some days something feels great and the next day it doesn't, and that's fine. Own where you are. Okay, now the last one we're gonna do is to add a little pulse, and I'll show you what that looks like. So we're gonna do a big breath in, we're gonna exhale, arm and leg up, and then you're gonna do little pulses with the leg. So you can see it's very slight, maybe an inch or so, and you wanna make sure you're still breathing through this. So inhale, exhale, nice deep breaths. And this I may do, you know, 10, 20, sometimes I do it time-based where I just hold it, or I just do it until my leg gets tired, and then back down. And then we're gonna inhale, exhale, and we'll do some pulses, and I'll tell you when we're gonna keep going. You're doing great. And we're gonna do this one more time on each side after we finish this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back down. All right, inhale, exhale. And you guys keep doing that breathing. We're gonna do this. I'm just gonna explain, like right now, so I'm 4 months postpartum. I am getting, you know, a little sweaty with this. I feel like I'm getting a workout in, and I will tell you guys, I have been doing, okay, then we're gonna switch, this move on a regular basis for years, like probably 5 years. So it's, you know, it's something that you can always keep working on. And again, it's really about the consistency. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, awesome, and showing up. And I know I said 5 minutes, I'm not sure exactly how many minutes that was. I'm gonna pop down and just do a child's pose, just to kind of stretch it out. And I will link a couple of my stretches. You can hop over and check those out below, that are amazing to do after a workout like this. And again, if you only have time to do 1 or 2 stretches, that's great. And so I'm in child's pose. I have my toes touching, my knees are at the edges of the mat, and I just kind of brought my bum to my heels, and I reach my arms out. So I get a big stretch in the side body and in my hips. Awesome. Great work. And like I said, definitely hop over and check out a stretch. I will link all the videos that I talked about below. I would say definitely, you know, if this brought you value, drop a like, share with a friend, a family member, maybe somebody you know that's pregnant or postpartum that needs something simple and quick. Absolutely do that. If you are wanting to find out more about my movement coaching, or get on my email list so you're the first to know about things like live workouts, other things that I might have cooking in the works, definitely head over to my website, which is drsaraionescu.com. Like I said, we are all about keeping things simple, You know, if you're feeling sore, if you are tired, if you're looking for the energy you need to take care of your kids, or whatever it is, yourself, your spouse, your partner, something at work. And, you know, I'm here to help you create passion for movement, to be able to see those physical and mental health wins and feel strong, confident, vibrant in your body. So, you know, what if in a few minutes a day you were able to do that with a little workout like this, where it's simple, anywhere, anytime, no shoes, no socks, and in a few minutes a day you could be feeling amazing. Like that's what I'm all about here. And I just wanted to say, so I'm 4 months postpartum. You can see I have abdominal separation. I've had it every pregnancy. I just didn't know about it the first time. This is after eating lunch. So I still look like I'm pregnant. But if I contract that deep core, you can see how it pulls things together. Again, like I'm showing this to help normalize. Postpartum is a work in progress. That's always what it is. It's all about showing up, being consistent, and celebrating your wins and giving yourself grace. All right, everybody, follow for more and subscribe. Bye.